Okay, that ain't no problem. That's you. You almost got it. Here, let me see. You gotta hold it this way. Let's do it, guys. Yeah. We're fixing Daddy's drone. Calm down. Were you doing the Little Mermaid theme right now?
Yeah, I was. I was doing that song under the sea.
Oh, no. Ah!
Take that, my guys. I was. By the way, he's like,
Alright, hey, you two, go get ready for bed. KK, shower, Kimi, and go cuddle your mom. I did a thing. So, I went out and there's a hobby shop in my town. And I found a frame that I thought I could just go ahead and slap together. And then after doing some research on it, I found that the frame is actually like ancient. Like this is a really old frame. And I'm not gonna say ancient, but it's 10 years old. And in technology times, you know, 10 years can go a pretty long way. So what this frame right here is, man, this is a RC timer, B rotor 160 millimeter frame. Basically, so it's 160 millimeters from here to here, straight across. So it's supposed to be a 3-inch frame. See, I got these little props on here. I got this nice little flight controller on here. I thought everything was gonna work fine. And then I got the camera in, this little camera unit right here. This is a DJI 04. Got that in, and I tried to mock it up before I went and soldered everything. And I looked at it and I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Now I could easily go and get a 3D printed frame and do all that and make everything work, but at the end of the day, this carbon fiber plating is pretty light. This technology is very old. The frame mock-up of it, I could definitely make this work, and I plan on doing it later on, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do an analog attempt on this because that's what it was built for. So I want to go ahead and do that. I don't have anything that is analog. Both of the drones and now this third drone that I'm gonna use are all using DJI. So I feel like analog is definitely gonna be the next step. But with that being said, I am gonna strip the motors off of this drone and use them for the new build. But we can do that later. That's gonna be very quick in the process. I do wanna go ahead and get started on the mock-up and the build of the frame of this drone that I'm gonna be using now. So that's one thing I was worried about. I was looking at it online when I bought it off of Amazon, if it came with a strap or not, and they said that it didn't. But it did come with a strap, so I'm happy about that. Alright, well, there are no instructions on this, man, so this is about to be true trial and error. We just gonna figure it out.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Okay. And if I can't figure it out, I'm gonna hit YouTube. Oh, okay, this is about to be quick. Oh, okay, and then the other ones have countersinks on it. I see it now. That makes sense. Okay, cool. That going. Where's my other plate at? Let's get this plate on here. And also, like, these screws just ain't long enough. Is this where the countersinks come into play? Or do I maybe have it upside down? Damn, at least his came with instructions. Alright, man, so we done got down to it. Let me adjust this real quick. We done got down to it, man. I stripped all the motors off of this frame, reattached them to this frame, got these motors right, got the arms facing the right way. So now we're good to go ahead and get the flight controller on. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and put together the air unit. So this is the air unit right here. A little computer chip, camera, antenna. It's gonna sit right in this guy. Just a little Axis Flying cooling case. Bang. Ooh, okay, look kind of sleek right there. I like that. I like that. All right, man. So I got the heat sink together just to find out it don't fit. So what I'm gonna do right now is get this Spyda bee out. Go ahead and get this mounted up on here, and hope for the best. All right, man. So I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm figure it out. So I'm assuming this little flight controller here needs to mount on right here. And now I'm wondering if I needed to put this on before I did anything else. Or am I supposed to mount my camera stack back here? I figured out what the countersink screws were for. Cool. So, I gotta take this whole thing apart. Fuck. Okay. Cool. I understand it now. Because if I'm correct, yeah, there ain't no other way around it. I gotta take it apart. Okay. Alright, I think I'm done for the night. Alright, man, we are back at it today. I got some poorly soldered on battery leads and capacitor. Hopefully this works. I honestly have little faith in it. I don't think that I soldered this stuff on here correctly. I got some dirty joints on here. You can see right there. Those joints don't look the best. But so I fixed the problem I had last night with the frame being upside down. Got the board on there, got the standoffs in and everything. So now we're tacking on these little wire cleanups for the motor, and we'll continue on from there. Basically, I'm just prepping the motors to be soldered right now. But, so while I did all that other soldering off camera, I will say, from what I've seen, most people say that the battery leads are probably the hardest to solder on. I'm fucking up this flight board. Okay, I need some desoldering. Alright, well, I think that's it for right now. I think I gotta charge my iron. Well, while this is charging up, I think we're gonna head out to the town and go do some things. And I'm gonna take my bag with me and we're gonna fly. Let's get it. So it's been a long day. Yesterday was a long night. So basically, man, I went through and did my best trying to tend the pads and everything. And then I got to a point where I was like, well, I don't think this is going too well. And I don't want to screw up this expensive pad. So what I did was I went down to a local shop, man, and got this thing wired up. I'm gonna try again on the 5-inch. I got another flight pad over here, but it is what it is, man. But the build's complete. I do need to get my video link up. I'm having a little bit of issue with that. So I got a replacement coaxial wire coming in tomorrow. Hopefully that solves my problems. If not, I will just throw the 04 from the Pavo on here, man, and get this thing up in the air. But with that being said, here it is. Yes, sir. The Spyda ripa. Yeah, man, I kind of got inspired by my son with this one. He loving Spider-Man right now. So blue and red, that's what we're going with. A little 3-inch. Can't wait to get this thing in the air. Can't wait to get this thing in the air, man. So hopefully when this wire comes in tomorrow, I'm able to get everything moving pretty smoothly. Got to mention, man, I got this thing set up in beta flight too. So it's like, it's all programmed and ready to go. So I just need to go ahead and do a little maiden test flight tomorrow. I'm so tempted to just throw the Pavo's camera on here right now, but I want to wait and troubleshoot and see if I can get things right, man. This thing is ready. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, man, we back outside today. We back outside, you feel me? It's a sad day, but it's also a good day, man. It's kind of bittersweet. So, in getting this new drone up, man, I had to kind of take the Pavo apart, scrap that thing, and use the 04 air unit, which is the camera, on this new build, man, which we're going to call Spyda ripa. It reminds me of Spider-Man. I'm ripping through the air, Spyda ripa. There we go. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, so we took the 04's Pavo off, put it on Spyda ripa, and now that is working. We're going to get this thing in the air for a good test flight right now, man, and see what we can catch. I'm excited. I'm about to get out here and do some things, man. And after a week or so of work, failing again, going to get it fixed, stripping my other quad for parts, we got the Spyda ripa. Yes, sir. go. First flight. Yee. All right, man. First flight in the books. Got the Spyda rip out here ripping. I like it. I like it, man. This thing is nice. This thing is nice. Got a few things I need to tighten up on here. A couple things I want to do to it. But other than that, man, it's rolling pretty good. I like it. We out. All right, so I had a few concerns about the build before I went through and actually built it and ordered all the parts, man. First things first was the motors. They're 1507 motors on a 3-inch build. I don't know much about building quads. I thought that was gonna be too much for those motors. Most of the 3 inches I'm seeing are using like 14s, but that's okay. They worked out fine. Second thing was the weight. I was kind of right about that one. The quad is pretty heavy. I felt myself when I was punching out like I wasn't getting everything that I could out of it. I don't know. We'll tune some things up in beta flight, adjust the PIDs and stuff, and see if that doesn't change anything. And then thirdly, man, I thought this thing was gonna be a freaking pocket rocket, like I wasn't gonna be able to control it. But surprisingly, it handles really, really well, and I think that is part of the weight. The weight kind of balances it out because those motors are pretty powerful, but I feel like with the weight on it, man, it balances everything out. And the motors are 3750 kV, so on 4S batteries, you do the math. That's what I'm running right there. So overall, though, it feels a lot more locked in and controllable than the Pavo did, surprisingly. This thing feels amazing. Comparing it to the Pavo, it's night and day. However, though, like I said, I did fly the Avata earlier. Compared to the Avata, it's low-key kind of the same. I have to fly the Avata again to see what's comparing to what. But man, dude, Spyda ripa. Love it. I love it. Send it till it's broke. Maybe not this one, but send it till it's broke.